everyone, this is Rena. I've been in touch with some of you, and for many of us, we're like, wow, this is quite a change. And there are many of us who have some experience in times like these that feel dire and extreme, um, even just in terms of getting the things that we're used to having and letting go of those things. So I thought that I would offer just simple practices. I actually just woke up maybe like 10 minutes ago and brushed my teeth and have set some hot water to boil in a boiler. This time it turns off automatically. I did a video once where I didn't have one, so always set a timer, never leave anything on the stove unattended, step one. The other piece is just to let the body wake up gradually, and it doesn't have to take a long time. The reason why we don't want to do these things is because we start to think of all of the little things in our day. Many of you know the story of the jar that a professor once told of, do you fill it with sand first and then the pebbles and rocks? Or do you take an empty jar and fill it with the pebbles and rocks first, right? The biggest ones first. Because even if you start to put pebbles in the bottom and you put the rocks in, it's harder to fit. Then we pour the sand in, and it can create fullness and wholeness. If we start with the sand and then we try to pile it all into the tiny granular things, it can make us feel frustrated, and then we're cramming things in. So I want you to see if you can try to think of the body in that way. And right now I was very tempted, to look in my phone and I guess in my phone, like it turns into this little universe, right? That can be very, very magnetic, and it takes us a little bit of discretion. So when we do yoga practices, physical movement's really important, as well as the mental. So let's do just a short morning opening practice. Even as I'm resistant to come do this, you do it. And then when you do it, you start to train yourself into the habit, just like brushing your teeth. So it's just like that. So relax into a comfortable seat. I'm in a rental right now, so I just found a place and set it up for myself. You can rediscover your living environment, find creative ways to sit. And I'm going to cross my legs in a way that I'm not always used to crossing them. And relax. If you're looking to, feel like you're doing this perfectly, see if you can just notice that. And you can let the eyes close if you like. You can also keep them open. If you're keeping them open, notice where the eyes are moving. And notice the pace of how we're doing this. There's space in between. And it's normally frustrating, right? When we start to slow things down, like, come on, pick up the pace. I'm in love with New York and cities like Paris, so I enjoy those things. It's challenging for me too. Let the body take any movements. And if you're asking which ones, just see, what does your body start to do? Observe your eye movements in the process. The more our eyes, tend to dart around, we call this drishti in yoga. Drishti meaning the gaze, the focus, but it's hard sometimes to come to that focus place. And the eyes are a way, for those of us that are sighted, a way to see where the mind is. Regardless, eyes closed or variation in ability, consider where you feel the mind going. You're just starting to notice that it kind of suctions to these quick points, and then it can come back. Lift tall in the spine, however you're seated, wherever you are. If you'd like, you can let the eyes close if you haven't. Inhale, shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, round them down. Inhale, shoulders lift. Exhale, keep the space, roll the shoulders down. Relax the hands out alongside of you. My fingertips are open and wide. Feel space in the palms, not too strong, but create space. See if you can even hold the space in your hands. You can even lift the hands open so the palms are facing up. We find those kapha energies, so the voice starts to clear out, right? So there's a lot of clearance that starts to come in the process, normal. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale this time, lift the arms, breathe in, create space. Palms can touch if they want to. Exhale, release the hands down, keep space. Breathe in, reach the arms up. Exhale, twist over to your right. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, twist to the opposite side. So I realize the reflection in this is a little confusing on video. Just follow, inhale, create some movement. So it takes a bit of energy from your center line to twist this way and to just drop the hands gently. Inhale. Exhale. We utilize things like twists where we leverage, right? Like we can use it as a lever against our thigh, but don't do that just yet, because when you're doing this, breathe in and breathe out, twist. What it allows is for you to start using the internal mechanism, the muscles in the spine, to do this without overly straining fast first. You're actually building muscle. You're actually feeding them. You're also getting stretch. Relax the arms alongside and pause the arms down. Bring the hands to cup in one and the other if you want to. You can also rest the palms down on the thighs. Keep the eyes closed and soft. Or if they're open, soft on a point. This is drishti. You can bring your attention to your thoughts. And the more we start to send a spotlight onto them, the more we might find we can't find them. And the more that we might find we can't find them, the more we can feel that space of searching into an openness. Keep breathing gently, however you need to. Clear throat if you need. Take movements, just enjoy. Maybe a gentle smile. These, as I love science research as well and see the connections, these muscles that are utilized actually have connection right to our nervous system. We're using nerves, muscles in order to do this. And it creates a sense of euphoria. And many of you may already know, right, that there is research to say you smile a little bit and it starts to send that intention. So the day is ahead for me. Depending on when you're doing this, it's not that it has to be done only in the morning. I recommend it. But whenever you find this, whatever time of day it is, whatever remains ahead, see if you can even visualize the back as just a window to the past, and see if you can pay attention to the chest and ahead and forward and allow space. So imagine wide open space. How would you like to use this space, whether it's the day or the next hour? Ask yourself, what are your tendencies? What are the things that tend to grab you in that moment just before, right, we get heated or sad or pulled down? And we can pay attention to those pieces that come right ahead, I guess what we can call triggers, right? What are those things that we can try to reduce in the day. Maybe we can't eliminate them just yet. It's a process, but just knowing that there are things that we can change and reduce so that we have more agency to feel good as much as possible in this circumstance. And for me, I just felt my stomach growl. When I tend to experience stress, I just came back from a different country, really unplanned. Just now settling in, trying to do some cleaning, and I tend to forget to eat. And by having this space and hearing that sensation of a stomach growl ready, that's big for me. Some of us may have different experiences with how we handle that. So it's just a matter of noticing. Soften teeth apart, breathe in through the nose. Breathe out all the way. Nose or mouth. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out of the mouth. Breathe in through the nose. See if you can gently hold at the top of the breath, only if it feels all right. Pull in navel towards you. Pull in pelvic floor, maybe gently bow the head. Soften jaw, soften eyebrows and eyeballs. And when you're ready, let go. Stretch out the legs, blink the eyes open, and lift the gaze. For me, it feels good to take a couple movements. Crossing legs opposite way, bowing head, thanking self. Namaste. I hope that you have a good day.